Shirts NFL football update, where I get to talk about all things NFL. Yes, it is week 2 in the NFL season, and yes, this Jets fan is very sad. Very, very, very sad. As you well know, Aaron Rodgers out for the season, played a whole total of 4 snaps on Monday Night Football before ripping his Achilles tendon, out for the year. Now, there's all this talk, I'm sure there's all this talk about who's to blame. This is all I got to say on this. It was a perfect storm. You can't blame the offensive line because, frankly, they did their job, cut block. Supposed to be a quick pass, a quick slant. It wasn't there, so Aaron Rodgers held on to the football. He rolled out. Yes, I know the turf sucks. It should have been grass, but it is what it is. And it's just one of those freaky things where you're turning, you're torquing, a 300-pound guy is landing on you while your foot is planted and you're stretched out, and that's how you tear your Achilles tendon. Hey man, look, it's the NFL, it's football, it's a violent game, guys get hurt. It's very, very sad. As a Jets fan, what can you do? You just got to go on. Congratulations to the Jets and to Zach Wilson for pulling that one out. So that's all I got to say on it. I'm not going to cry anymore. Well, I will, but not right now. So on to the games themselves this week. We got a plethora of really good ones. Is it too early to have a must-win game in week 2? Some say yes, some say no. I say perhaps, because we're going to start off with the Ravens going to Cincinnati and taking on the Bengals. Ravens won last week. The Bengals stunk it up last week, and when they lost to the Browns clobbered them. AFC North Division game. Now, Joe Burrow played the worst game of his life in his career last week. I don't anticipate that happening again. No, sir. You know, it's an individual matchup. Everybody knows everybody else. I don't see Joe Burrow having another game where he throws for only 86 yards and doesn't throw the ball to Jamar Chase. The Ravens, they didn't play that well in the first half, but they played well in the second half. But then again, you know, they were only playing the Texans. How do I see this game going? This is a must-win for the Bengals. I see the Bengals coming out on top. I think Joe Burrow has a great game. That's how I see this one going. Another one of those must-win scenarios, how about the Kansas City Chiefs? I know, right? How can they have a must-win in week 2? Well, they're going up against the Jaguars, the young, upstart, up-and-coming Jaguars with Trevor Lawrence, Calvin Ridley, and Travis Etienne at the running back. Now, as we all know, Chiefs lost on Thursday night a couple of weeks ago, but you know what? They've got Travis Kelce, he's going to play, and they re-signed Chris Jones, their mammoth defensive tackle who was holding out. He's going to play. That's going to make all the difference. Jags are almost there. They can score points like everybody, like nobody's business, but they're not there yet defensively. And when we think about it, this is how I see this game going. You're really going to think Pat Mahomes is going to go 0-2 this early in the season? I don't think so. So I like the Chiefs to win that one. Want another must-win game? How about the Miami Dolphins going up against the Patriots? Patriots lost last week. If they want to stay relevant, they need a win. Now, when you look at the Dolphins, yes, I know they're a football team that's actually really a track team in pads because everybody runs like a 4.3 40. And while most players will tell you they never want another player to be hurt, especially out for the season, especially a great one like Aaron Rodgers, you know the Dolphins have got to be thinking, hey, the path to the AFC East now definitely goes through Miami. The Bills are not the Bills like they used to be. No one's afraid of them anymore. The Pats don't have a quarterback. Meanwhile, the Dolphins can score on anybody. Some people are going to like the Patriots for this game because you've got Bill Belichick and his defense and the way they like to run the ball, specifically because the Dolphins give up a lot of rushing yards to the Chargers last week. Newsflash, Tua, quarterback for the Dolphins, has never lost to Bill Belichick. He ain't afraid of Bill Belichick or his defense. So how am I seeing this game going? I'm seeing the Dolphins winning this one by more points than you think. So I like the Dolphins to win that one. Now let's talk about the game that I'm really interested in. The New York Jets, led by Zach Wilson, going down to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And we all know how great the Cowboys looked last week in their total demolishing of the New York Football Giants. Their defense was everywhere. They sacked Daniel Jones 7 times. They They scored 40 points. And I know they're really good, but come on, are they that good? Were they that much better than the Giants, or were the Giants just really, really bad that day? You know what? It's going to be a tough game. I know that's coming. Meanwhile, with the Jets, yes, it's now Zach Wilson's team. And I agree, last year, Zach Wilson, especially in the last half of the season, sucked out loud. Seemed to lose all his confidence after he lost to the Pats in that first time. But it's a new team. It's a new season. More importantly, it's a new offensive coordinator, new offense, and he still has Aaron Rodgers in his ear. I'm not that, while I am worried, I don't think it's going to be a disaster. Hey, as long as he can throw the ball every now and again to Garrett Wilson, anything is possible. How do I see this game going? I really want to say the Jets are going to win. I think they're going to run the football very, very well. But until he actually proves they can win 2 in a row, I am going to go begrudge. Who am I fucking kidding? Yes, I'm taking the Jets. Damn Skippy, I'm taking the Jets. You know who's got the most pressure on him? Not Zach Wilson, not the Jets, but Dak Prescott. Because all Prescott's been hearing all week is, don't let Zach Wilson beat you. I don't think Dak is there yet. I don't think he's going to have the intestinal fortitude to stand up against his defense. So yes, I'm taking the Jets to win. Of course I am. And finally, the last game of the week, Monday night, another must-win scenario. We got the Cleveland Browns going into Pittsburgh to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's a fun stat. Did you know the Pittsburgh Steelers have not lost a Monday night home game since 1991? That's 32 years ago. I mean, George W. was still the president then. I think Friends was in its first year. That's how long ago that's been. Meanwhile, with Cleveland, they totally outplayed and demolished the Bengals. They look really sneaky good. They can run the football. Myles Garrett is rushing the passer like a fiend. And the Steelers, they got like their comeuppance last week when they got clobbered. How do I see this game going? You know what? This is a tough one for me, but Sean Scarrett, I know you're going to hate me for this, even though you're all the way in Thailand, but I think the Pittsburgh Steelers show up this game. They don't lose on Monday night. I think the streak continues. They'll win again. They'll make 21 in a row on Monday night. So that's how I see that game going. Hey, check out my record for this so far going into this weekend. I am 4-2. After 6 games, I am 4-2. It didn't help that I lost on Thursday night, but this week, we'll see. This Sunday, maybe I'll go 5-0. We'll see how it goes. Hey, I want to know what you think. Tell me who your picks are. Subscribe to my YouTube page and have fun, enjoy the games, and we'll see you soon.